I'm really proud of our guys. This was a big win for us to be able to scratch and claw and to make some plays down the stretch. I thought our defense and energy from the 16-minute mark of the second half on was outstanding. We had some guys step up. I thought Noah Collier was tremendous. He was ready for the moment. He played above the rim. He played with energy, played with force. Thought he did a really good job. I thought Nate Santos was outstanding. Obviously his shooting, but the 8 rebounds. I thought our defense in the second half was really good to hold them to 31% from the field. Oladapo was really good. I mean, our guys made big plays. And I thought Femi, after sitting for a while, came in and made a huge 3, made a free throw, blocked the shot, and had good energy, had positive energy that was shared with everyone else. So really proud of our team. Will defended again at a high level, rebounded the basketball, made a huge mid-range shot, and we got some really good production from JB today. So proud of our guys, proud of all of them. Big win for us. Questions?
Jeff, John Newly didn't return to the game. I think it was early in the second half. Was there an injury or was there any other reason?
No, he didn't play well. We were playing well. He didn't play well. That's why I didn't come back in. The team's not about one guy. It's about everyone. So if one guy doesn't play, it probably means somebody else is playing pretty well.
With Femi, going out at the end of the first half, coming back in, finishing that half, and then he was on the bench for a while too. Was that just a product of?
Wasn't playing well.
Yeah.
He was not playing well. Body language wasn't good from those guys. It wasn't. And it's not our standard. And we're not deviating from that, no matter who it is.
Did you have a hunch he would get better than after we put him back
Who?
in the game? Femi.
Yes.
Yeah. Did you put him back in the game?
Yes. I was
Jeff.
hopeful he would be better.
Jeff, with about 30 seconds left, Jamarius got trapped right in front of you. You had 2 timeouts, you didn't take them. Does that just speak to the trust that you have in him?
Yeah, I did. I think he, we thought that they would try to foul, but he's strong. He's strong in those situations and knew that he would be able to make the proper play. I kind of had a count in my head of the 5 seconds and, things like that. I was right there beside him, beside the official if we needed, but I knew that Nate was open and knew JB saw him and knew he would be strong enough to be able to either get fouled in that situation or to get the ball over to him.
What changed for him after halftime? I think he was 0 for 5 in the first half, and I think 4 for 7 in the second half. What changed for him offensively?
I just think our energy was right. We were so connected, down the stretch. Offensively, defensively, the huddles were really good. The way they were talking to each other, they were excited for each other. And I thought all of them did it. It wasn't just one person. I thought all of them gave each other energy, and it became contagious.
We've now been told by Femi, Noah, and William about the impact Dan Oladapo has brought for them in practice. What have you seen from him just every day that he brings to the table to push everyone else?
He's a guy that's competitive. He's had to try to figure out, his place here. It's different. At his previous school, he was playing a lot, and a lot of stuff was going through him. He's with other really good. Not that he didn't have really good players where he was, but with other really good players here, and so it's an adjustment period, and I think he's handled himself well. He's the past 3 games he's been good offensively. I thought he's been solid defensively. He had 4 defensive rebounds today. We continue to need that. He made some good passes today, and he's had a good attitude, and so that's been good for us.
With Nate, hitting 4 big shots, and you mentioned the rebounds too, but for him, confidence-wise, this early in his career, this early in his season, how big could that be for him moving forward?
Yeah, it's going to be huge. I mean, he's had. His progression has had to be sped up because of the situations that we've been in, and I think he's done a really good job. We know that he can shoot the basketball. I think he's gotten better each game defensively. Obviously, to have 8 rebounds, to step to the line in his 4th game, his first free throws down the stretch, and make 2 big free throws. We have a lot of confidence in Nate. And I think he's going to continue to get better. And again, he comes to work and try to get better each day.
When you talked about Noah stepping up tonight, when we asked him, how he was taking on, he's not the biggest guy down there, but he's like, I just got to be faster. What have you seen that kind of, what are you seeing him working on in practice that led to a performance like this tonight?
Noah played really well, for us early in practice. And then he hit a part where he didn't play as well. And it's why he wasn't playing as much. And he came to me, today is, what's today? Friday. So he came to me Wednesday and talked about that. And we had a conversation. And I told him, this is what we need from you. This is what you were doing earlier, and this is what we need. And he did that at such a high level today. And when he does that, it's such a, like, he should be like the curveball to the fastball. John is power, is force, is, he's that, he's big, he's strong, it's, whatever. Noah should be the opposite. Noah should be speed. It should be energy. It should be above the rim. It should be all of those things. And he did that at such a high level. And when he does that, and the last thing I told him when we talked the other day was that we need him. Like, we need him, but we need him that way all the time. And so I'm really proud of him. I'm happy for him. I'm proud of him that he didn't, put his head down. Look, you don't know anymore with these kids. Like, you talk to them, you tell them the truth, you don't know. And I'm proud of the fact in that moment that he was ready, and he came out and he played at a really high level.
Getting back to Nate, how do you approach kind of the next step with him now that a shooting performance like this is on film and teams are going to be ready for him?
Yeah, well, again, it's just taking good shots, and that's what he did today. Just taking good shots. I thought we missed him a few times too. I thought there were a few more times that we could have, found him, and we'll find him next time. Like, we'll go back, we'll watch tape, we'll teach, we'll get better. But look, he's getting better. Like I said, he has the right attitude. He wants to be good. He's quiet. I don't know how he was in here with you guys. We don't really hear him say much. We try to get on him, have to implore him to talk, but he's getting better at it. And so again, as long as you have the right attitude to come to work every day and get better, then I think you have a chance to get better, and he has a chance to get a lot better.
You say the same thing with Will Jeffress, because he's continued to show he's more fitting into you guys.
He has, and I think he's been really, really good defensively and rebounding the basketball. I mean, really, really good. And as his offense continues to come, we have confidence in him. Like, he made a huge mid-range shot against the zone, a huge shot, and we have confidence in him doing that. And again, he and Nate are actually in here a lot together, working. And so as long as that continues to happen, the sky's the limit for those guys.
What's kind of Will's ideal role offensively? I mean, what would he be doing in a best case scenario?
Well, really his ideal role should be a 3-and-D guy, and I think he can be an elite guy doing that, defending, rebounding, taking good shots, and making shots. Making open threes as he continues to get stronger, straight line drives, and things like that right now. And as he continues to work, then maybe some stuff off the dribble. But right now, that's not it. We posted him some tonight. I was proud how he took a hard fall. For him to get back up and to be able to push through that was huge for us.
You got some points on the board. What did you see for yourself out there tonight? Seemed like you were getting some work underneath the hoop.
Definitely. I mean, Coach tells me to play aggressive and bring a lot of energy to the game every time I get a chance to step on the court. So that's what I made sure to do today, and it worked out.
Noah, how'd you feel you were playing defensively there at the end? Had a big block, a big steal, key to winning this game?
Definitely. Back to my first response, I think part of the energy and what I bring to the game translates to defense and offense. So when I got my opportunity, I made sure to take advantage of it.
Well, what improvements do you see this team making since the beginning of the season?
I see us just playing more together with more passion and more heart. All together every day we're coming into practice. We know a lot of people are counting us out right now, so we're just trying to prove everybody wrong. And at the end of the day, not even trying to prove everybody else wrong, but prove ourselves right, that no matter what you say or what you do or what happens to this team, we know we have enough to win inside of our locker room. And we trust our players, we trust our coaches, and every day we're just going to go out there and fight.
Were there any defensive adjustments you guys made to help with any transitions or anything? Or was it just you guys just thought to yourselves, keep grinding?
We always just talk to ourselves, talk about keep grinding. We come in with a game plan. We know we have scout team, we have film. I feel like our preparation is very good, very well put together, especially for our defensive efforts. So.
I know there are times when you're playing the five, you're a little undersized. I guess there's other bigs that are bigger than you. How do you handle that size disadvantage while you're down there playing defense?
I mean, if you're not stronger than somebody, you got to be faster than them. So that's pretty much my mindset every time I'm going against somebody larger. I know I'm always going to be faster, more athletic. So I make sure to use that to my advantage.
Is there a hard work element to that too? I mean, particularly on defense. I mean, for all you guys, is that something? I mean, the offense is what it is, but does coach really preach about just outworking other guy, the other team when you're on defense?
I mean, every day, like I said, we come into practice. We talk about energy and passion. Defense has kind of been one of our staples. I feel like most teams we've defended so far, we've defended them pretty well, kept them their field goal percentage low, and just tried our best to continue to get stops and keep going. So.
Well, Femi went out at the end of the first half there, but he comes back in late in the second half, hits that three. How big of a moment was that for you guys to see him do that?
Oh, that was. What did you say?
Enormous.
that was a big moment for us. That really uplifted our spirits. It really kept our run going and picked our heads up higher than it already was. And as you see, when we're on the court, we're on the bench, or the people in the crowd, we loved it, and we just wanted to give energy. We know Femi came in late. He didn't play that much in the beginning, but anytime that you step on the floor, you got to be ready when your number is called, and he did exactly that. So.
When Femi got hurt, what did Jamarius do to help settle things for you guys? Femi's been a huge part of what you guys have been able to do early this season.
I mean, JB's always been a vocal leader for us, whether that's in the locker room or even when he went down. He was always in the gym with us, always watching film, always trying to give us tips and pointers and things like that. So when he comes onto the court and he's communicating with us, controlling the pace, being aggressive on offense, but also trying to facilitate, he brings a lot to the table.
What kind of comfort does it give you guys to play two tight, low-scoring games and make plays down the stretch and win?
I think every single practice we work on game situations, so we're very comfortable in clutch situations or close games because we make sure to do repetitions with that type of stuff. So it's no problem.
Obviously, Femi hit a big shot there at the end, but it was you guys and a couple other reserves. John and Femi were on the bench when you guys made that run that took the lead. What were you guys feeling when you were on the floor there, and what were you seeing that kind of shifted the balance of the game?
I mean, when your number's called, you step up. I mean, we work the same as them every single day, so we know the plays. And when we got our opportunity, we made sure to take advantage of it.
You and Will were two of the guys who played here last year, and not that many left. Do you guys kind of feel like you have to do more than just score points and get rebounds, sort of help the other guys along and be kind of leaders out there?
Definitely. I feel like this summer we had so many new people come in, so not a lot of people knew the ropes of the program, the different people, how to approach like the work ethic. So I think that we both made sure that everyone in our positions and everyone that was new coming in knew how to approach every single day.
Speaking of new guys, what did you guys see out of Nate? He had a lot of three-pointers tonight.
We know Nate's a great shooter for us. A lot of the game or anything in sports is a lot about confidence. So once you see that first one go in, it's almost like the basket opens up. We've seen it in practice a lot, and we know he can shoot the ball, and that's why we trust him to do that. And you see what happens when he trusts himself.
It seemed like early on you guys maybe were a little bit more reluctant to take more shots against their zone. Was there a push to shoot more as the game went on, or was it just like it came with the flow of the game?
I think it just came more with the flow of the game. I mean, a lot of us put in enough work to understand that the shots that we take, we're not just shooting them to shoot them, we're shooting them to try and make them. So as the flow of the game continued to transpire, it was just we had open shots, so we took them.
There's about 30 seconds left there. Jamarius got kind of trapped right in front of your bench. You guys had a couple timeouts, but coach didn't take them. What does that kind of say about maybe the confidence he has in Jamarius and you guys to make those plays?
I think that coach has tremendous confidence in us, and that's why he puts us on the floor. That's why he trusts us as our players, and that's why he gives us scholarships. And so not calling a timeout, knowing that JB is going to be strong with the ball, that there's a cross-court pass, and it's open, and we knew they were coming to trap, and we knew that they were coming hard. So even within the huddle, we talked about how we knew the skip was going to be there, or even me sitting in the middle, I was trying to make sure I drag the defense in order to have that pass be open. So.
You guys were both part of the 2020 recruiting class, a special group of guys, seems like you, John, Femi, and Max. Where do you guys see yourselves in the next few years of your career at Pitt, and where do you guys want to be as a team, as a program in that time?
I think our biggest thing is winning. Like, every single day, brick by brick, as Coach says, we have to keep stacking and make sure that we get closer to the biggest goal, which is getting to the tournament and being able to represent this city at the biggest stage.
Dan told us that, Femi told us that Dan Oladapo worked a lot with John to help with rebounds. Has he talked to you guys about helping with anything? Have you guys worked with him in the paint at all?
Definitely. I mean, Dan's one of the best offensive rebounders in the country last year when he got here. So being around him every day, just watching how he kind of analyzes the game is definitely a giant help.
Does he push you guys like a lot, or is it?
Definitely. I mean, that skill didn't go away when he got here. So every single day you got to go in knowing you got to box Dan out. You got to watch out for Dan. So you want to bring that same energy to him. So it definitely helps us bring the level of our competition up.